I would like to introduce somebody very, very special that I've been working with, and she started about 5 years ago coaching, but last year was her best year ever. Okay, she came in 18th in the entire network, ranked 18th. So a great year. How did she do that? You're going to find out because she focused only on following up with people. So she is a 3-time elite coach. She has achieved Success Club All-Star 10, Success Club All-Star 10, 53 months in a row. Do the math, you guys. It's almost every month that she has been coaching. She is from Little Rock, Arkansas. Please welcome Julie Kemp. Hi, Julie.
Hey, okay, this is so fun.
Yes.
Thanks for having me.
Well, thank you for being here. I'm so glad you're on. We've been having fun with StreamYard, you and I. Why don't you started almost 5 years ago. What brought you here?
Yeah, so a few years before becoming a coach, I had just started my job as a registered nurse. And I was going on shift each day, so stressed and anxious about just making it through that day. I would pack my bag of steamed veggies and stuff my scrub pockets full of graham crackers. I'd been an athlete my whole life, but I felt like I had no sense of direction with fitness now and was just going through the motions in my new career. I started to see my coach posting workouts and motivational things on her Instagram. She looked so happy. She was thriving. She had found something that she was really passionate about. And after watching her from afar for months, she finally slid into my DMs and invited me to a group that she was running. I knew I wanted to join, but I told her no. Next month, she asked again. And again, I knew I wanted to and that I needed to. But again, I said no. I was afraid of committing, afraid that maybe it worked for her, but it wouldn't work for me. So for 5 months, I said no. And I just watched her get amazing results and have this fire for life that I didn't have. So finally, I told her after 5 months, I was in. And I went all in on the 21-day fix in the months leading up to my wedding, got amazing results, duh. And I have done over 20 programs start to finish and drank Shakeology every single day since then. I was a rock star challenger for about 6 months and I was feeling amazing, but I was still going to the hospital each day, so stressed out. We were understaffed, overworked, and I felt like I was so spread thin that I couldn't give each patient the care that they needed. I knew this could not be my life for forever. So I figured I would eventually just become a stay-at-home mom and we would just cut down on our budget. But of course, my coach saw me killing it and invited me to coaching. And of course, I said no. For 5 more months, y'all, I was even on 3 coach sneak peeks, but I was afraid of my own failure. I kept ghosting her follow-ups. She never gave up on me though. She stayed consistent. And after those 5 months, I was to the point of being so exhausted in my own job and so on fire for my workouts that I knew I had to do this. So I finally said yes.
You know what is so interesting, Julie, is that you've done 20 programs from start to finish. And I think that's a really key point here because in 5 years, you weren't just a one and done, do a program. Like you continuously do that. So congratulations to you. The other thing is I'd like to know everybody who's watching or listening to this call, if you had not been followed up with, would you be a coach today? You know, so many people are coaches because somebody followed up with them. So I love that you pointed that out. Mm-hmm. Okay, so we're getting to the topic right now, which is about follow-ups. And I love what you say about it. So I'm just going to step out, go right into what you do with your follow-ups.
Yeah, so I love this topic because I was the product of a follow-up. It shows people that we really care for them on a deeper level and that we truly value walking alongside them on this journey. If it wasn't for my coach following up with me, I would not be here. I was never going to reach out to her. I was never the person that would have like slid the bar on her Instagram. Like I was the fly on the wall and I would have never dove in had she not followed up. At the beginning of my business, I was so afraid to follow up with people. If they ghosted me, I would think, oh my gosh, they probably think I'm weird or they're totally uninterested. I always assumed it was a no for forever. I didn't want to bother them. So again, after the first invite, I would just take them off my list. And at the time I was hitting Success Club, but I was just barely scraping by with SC6 and running out of my list of potentials really quickly. I needed to get consistent with my follow-ups. So I asked myself, what if my coach hadn't followed up with me? Where would I be on my fitness journey? Where would I be in my job? How would my marriage and mom life look different for me if she hadn't followed up with me, not just that first time, but for months after that? I had to realize that following up is not about me just getting another sale or a person in my group. Following up is showing my potential clients that they are important to me. And I want them to know from the beginning, even before I'm their coach, that I believe in them and I'm going to be here to support them the whole way. So I shifted it from a me mindset to a servant mindset. And when I did that, my business started to grow and the follow-ups felt a lot easier. So I believe there's really two main reasons why people don't sign up with us. One, they just don't want to. Like it's just truly not for them. Or two, they haven't been followed up with yet. And my business changed a lot when I shifted two things about my follow-ups. And those are what I actually say to people and then my simple system for tracking my follow-ups. So I looked at what I was actually saying in the few follow-ups that I was sending. My prior follow-ups might have sounded something like, hey, just want to double check if you're ready to sign up. It sounded like it was about me and getting them to sign up with me. So they likely felt that on the other side of the screen. So I had to shift it and have it focus on them and their needs. So now it sounds more like this. Hey, Sally, I just want to check back with you. I promise I haven't forgotten about you. Do you have any questions about our sign up options? I want to make sure you feel ready to go for day one. I want them to know that I'm here for them. I want to put the ball in their court where they know that they matter to me and I haven't forgotten about them, to create a space where they know that they can ask me honestly questions and present their hesitations or fears. So now instead of getting ghosted on follow-ups, I almost always at least get a response. And oftentimes they either say, thank you, check back with me next month, or they share why they are or were hesitant, which allows me to then talk them through questions and get them plugged in. Second thing is making sure that I track these follow-ups. So I know where we're at in the conversation. Y'all, I have a 2-year-old and an 8-month-old. So tracking is a must for me with my follow-ups, and I needed it to be really simple and something I could stick with so that people didn't fall through the cracks. So when I'm using the business activity tracker and I get to that follow-up section, I get my list that I have of people that I have invited, and on my list I have their name, the date that I invited them, and then 3 boxes next to it. This is so simple for the 3 follow-ups. So after my initial invite, I give them 48 hours to respond. If I haven't heard back, I just assume that life got a little bit crazy for them. And then I send that first follow-up, kind of like what I just shared, that example. This is where I put the date that I followed up with them in that first box. At the end of the week, if they still haven't gotten set up yet, then I send them that second follow-up. And I just open the door asking them if they have any questions, reminding them of their goals that they shared, and then I put the date in that second follow-up box. If by the end of the following week, they still haven't gotten signed up yet, this is where I send that third follow-up. And I usually end it with something like, I can always check back with you next month. And I put that date on that third box. This gives them an out, but it also, if the timing isn't right, but it also lets them know that they can expect a follow-up from me the next month. On average, I'm only sending about 5 to 10 follow-ups a day, and on my monthly follow-up list, I'm sending about 100. So if they haven't signed up after that third follow-up, then they go on my monthly follow-up list, and I will send them a follow-up each month from there. And on average, 75% of my signups are from people that I have followed up with. Not just once, but multiple times, sometimes for 6 months or a year. So I invite, I track their name, I follow up in 48 hours, put the date in box 1. Follow up by the end of the week, put that date in box 2. Follow up by the end of the following week, put that date in box 3. And if they still haven't signed up, then they go on that monthly follow-up list. My team always says, pray like it depends on God, but work like it depends on you. If I truly want to help people, I need to be the light of consistency in their life and show them that they can do this. So I have to decide, is helping other people and growing my business important to me? And if the answer is yes, which I bet for a lot of you all it is, then follow-ups need to be a consistent priority. So I choose a time in my day to do my action hour, and our team has a Zoom link that we get on to hold each other accountable, and I know that Cam is going to be on that link at 5:30 a.m. going through her business activity tracker, so I better show up and do the same thing. The more I keep showing up for it, the more it becomes a part of my everyday, and the more I build momentum and confidence in my business, and the more impact I get to leave behind for my clients and my family. Y'all, life's busy, right? Like life is busy for us and our potential customers. sometimes my kids will like open up a message on my phone and I didn't see it. Or we're in the middle of reading a message and the kid's, jumping off the couch and we don't get to it. We forget to respond. So I think about that when I'm about to send follow-ups too. I give my customers, potential customers, the benefit of the doubt. Maybe something crazy just happened. And I have to know that what I'm offering them is the biggest blessing. And remember that when I follow up with people consistently, they feel seen and valued. For me, I was afraid of my own failure. And my coach consistently followed up with me, and it showed me that if someone else could believe in me, maybe I could believe in me too. And I want to pay that forward to my potential clients as well. That's why follow-ups are so powerful, and having a simple and effective system is so important.
Okay, that was beautiful. That was perfect. I want to ask you a question because you said something. You send 5 to 10 follow-ups a day. This is a mind shift change because everybody's talking about send 5 to 10 invites a day. You're doing 5 to 10 follow-ups a day, which is brilliant. You're following up with the people that you invited. So is that 5 to 10 a day is like how many a month?
Oh gosh. I don't know.
150 a month. So really you're looking at it in bite-sized pieces. So you're following up 5 to 10. These are people that you have invited. How many people would you say you have invited?
So I'm probably still inviting 3 to 5 a day and then doing those follow-ups about 5 to 10 because I feel like I end up having more people to follow up with from conversations.
Okay. So this is a really big mind shift change because I think people are hearing invite 50 a day. Well, when you get to a certain point in your business, you're going to be inviting a lot because you have a larger following of people. But for right now, you're following up with 5 to 10 people. Okay. Now, big question for you, Julie. Why do you think it's so hard for people to sign somebody up?
Okay. There's kind of 2 reasons I think it's actually difficult to sign people up. One, I think, especially as new coaches, we want to like word vomit on people and tell them all these things about Beachbody and coaching and all this stuff. When really, we have this BFF code promotion right now, you guys, it's so perfect. When really, I think if we shifted the wording to, hey, I'm starting this program on Monday. Do you want to start it with me? Right? Like we're just bringing people into the journey with us. And so it's not scary when you're just asking someone to join a workout program with you. And then it's also not scary if they say it's not right. Like right now is not the best time for them. You just ask your next BFF. So I think that, but also something that I did in my first year as a new coach is I stopped looking at the numbers. Okay, this is probably like maybe not the best business advice from like a business professional, but it helped me as a coach stay focused and keeping the main thing, which is helping other people. And so I didn't look at my checks that were dropping in. I didn't look at my Success Club numbers or compare my volume to anybody else. All I did was do my business activity tracker, invite my 3 to 5 people, follow up with my 5 to 10 people. And I just kept doing that day after day. And I did not look at the numbers, like honestly, for a solid year. And what happens is when you do those things, the numbers follow, right? Like we just get to have joy and have fun in our business. And those numbers follow us doing the business activity tracker and the vital behaviors.
Okay, so are you using the business activity tracker in paper form or in digital form?
I'm using the digital.
You're using the digital. Okay. And so what you're doing is you're tracking your follow-ups by first and second and third follow-up and date. So it's like a real live follow-up with the people that you've invited. So I love that, love that, love that. I think that this is simple. It's a mind shift change. I think that people get overwhelmed. They hear different things, and really the follow-up is where it's golden in the follow-up. Let me ask you this. In almost 5 years of coaching, where do you think that the key to your success has come from?
Yeah, so one of the most powerful things I read as a new coach was the book, The Compound Effect. Best PD book. And what really stuck with me and set me up mentally for success was this quote. The magic is not in the complexity of the task. The magic is in doing the simple things repeatedly and long enough to ignite the miracle of the compound effect. When I signed up, I knew I was not special. I didn't have a social media following. I felt so awkward in front of the camera. I YouTubed how to pose for an Instagram photo. That is so embarrassing, but I did it. And I felt like I had so much to learn as a new coach. But I also believe that God had put this desire to do coaching in my heart. And if he had given me that initial excitement to sign up, then I had to trust that he had put it there for a reason and let my yes be yes. Y'all, what I do each day is not hard. I get to help people get healthy, period. I get to be their biggest cheerleader, the one in their corner, rooting for them each day and running the race alongside them. It's not complex. The magic is doing the simple things like the vital behaviors, crushing our programs, sharing along the way, inviting others to join us, and just doing it repeatedly and long enough to experience the magic of the compound effect. I knew if I kept just showing up one day at a time and just doing my tracker, drinking my shake, inspiring one person that day, then I was doing my job and it would grow. And it did. So I kept showing up. I keep doing the simple, non-complex task each day. And I just keep helping one person at a time and following up with them month after month to show them that I believe in them. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not giving up on them until they are ready to go.
That is so, so true. The Compound Effect is a book that is still just comes in handy because it's a little bit every single day goes a long way. And I think people get so overwhelmed with inviting that they just quit or they just say, can't do it. I've invited everybody I know, just can't do it. So I want to thank you so much. You made it really simple, tight, and easy. This was a very, very good call that people should go back and listen to your system for using the tracker and for doing follow-ups. Thank you so much, Julie. You're good to go. And we've got 5 minutes of training with Kevin Shaw.
Thank you very much. And Coach, now let me just back up what Julie said about the fortune really is in the follow-up. Hardly anybody says yes the very first time. They now you've piqued their interest. What you need to do after that is share value with them. You need to make sure that they can see the light at the end of the tunnel, that they can see themselves in a better place than they are today. So as you follow up, be genuine, be real, be yourself, and do exactly what Julie said, and you guys will see the success that she has found if you keep with it. I love that how she said that at the end. It will come eventually. It'll come with time. You guys, there's no time frame to success. You just got to keep doing the things that you need to be doing. Okay, coaches. So I talked about this at the beginning with the BFF, my BFF promo. It's, remember, these coaches, if you signed up between, if you haven't, well, I guess you have until the end of this month to sign somebody up. And if you have signed up during this time, we want to make sure that you have access to help this person find success. And so the best way that we know to do that is with the BOD Groups platform. It is simply a way to hold people accountable. So I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you guys how you can do this. It's very, very simple to do. What you need to do is go to, not your coach office. You need to go to Beachbody On Demand. You guys know this. This is where you come to do your workouts. So you now give your promo code to your BFF. You say, great, I'm going to send you a link to the group where we can hold each other accountable, check in, and it's then you come here to BOD Groups. All you need to do is up here where you've normally done your workouts. You come over here, you click on BOD Groups, and you click on Let's Start a Group twice. Get started. And then what you need to do is skip this first part because this is going to be your first group. You're going to come down here to select a program or theme. And I'm going to say that with this one, I'm going to have this coach, and the two of us are going to do 21-day fix, which is great. It's a very popular one. And I want to start with them a week from today. So on April 5th and 21 days. Okay, we're going to end sometime around here. Okay. And so what this is going to be in English, and it's just going to be me and the person that I invite and a few others if I want to. I want Carl Deichler to post in there. I want our super trainers to post in there to keep us both motivated. I'm going to click on next. The group name, we're going to call this the Dynamic Duo, okay? Because it's just the two of us. And so these are the 21-day fixed images that we have for you to choose from. You can upload your own. I'm going to choose that one. That one looks great. Okay, I'm going to click on next. And this is where we will hold each other accountable each day. Thank you, autocorrect. Okay. Get ready to sweat! Exclamation point. All right, that's what'll be in there when they get it. I want to make sure this person and I, we have Beachbody on Demand, we have Shakeology. It is good to have the performance line. And you know what? We're going to have a good attitude. Oh, I guess it went away. Okay. And to inspire us, I'm going to click on that one, and that one. You can choose up to 3. And you can now preview your group. We are called the Dynamic Duo. It's just the 2 of us because me and my BFF, we're going to hold each other accountable. In 6 days, 16 hours, and 30 minutes, we're going to have these things to join. And here's some awesome stories that we can watch and read. And then I think that looks good to me. So what we're going to do then is simply click on Publish Group. And I told this person that I'm going to email or text them an invite link. I'm going to click on, this bottom one. I'm going to highlight this or just copy the link. I'm going to now email it to him through my personal Gmail or Yahoo or Hotmail or whatever it may be and send it to him. Say, hey, this is the group that I was talking to you about. Make sure that you signed up. Make sure that you have everything ready to go. I'm going to send you a share card, which I'm going to do another training on here in a little while. And then something I want to share with you guys as well. In the coach office, you guys have this opportunity. If you want to, you have the opportunity to post. We have created content for you to post in your bod group on a daily basis if you would like. So this is the back office right here. This is coach.teambeachbody.com. And all you need to do is click on Grow My Business. And you come down here to Product Tools and Shareable Media. And then you wait 5 seconds. And then you come down here to any program that you like. Oh, I did 21-day fix. Perfect. 21-day fix. And in here, guys, there is a challenge group guide. That's what this is called. And when you click on this, check this out. It is the coolest thing ever. We have posted assets, pictures, videos, everything for you to do. We have a prep week. You'll see up here what it is. You'll see that we have, so this week I can post all this stuff. I can see a copy paste. I can make it my own. I can share this video in there all the way up until you get to day 1 of 21-day fix. And there is a daily post in here every single day. We have done this for all of our programs, 21-day fix to 10 rounds to 30-day breakaway, you name it. There is a challenge group guide in here for you. So lots going on, guys, that we are very excited about. And so here's what you need to do. Take advantage of the My BFF promo. Get out there, help that person live a healthy, fulfilling life. Get started with the bod groups, and then just all you have to do is hold each other accountable and make sure you follow up with them. Have an awesome week, guys. Get outside your comfort zone. Take action, as Sandy said at the very beginning. Wake up, take action, and we'll see you next week on the National Wake Up Call. Bye, guys.